Could TOSHI very well be the next big meme coin? Hypothetically, I think it could very well do that considering its amazing fundamentals, and reaching the price of 2 cents during this bull run, that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, even though nothing I say is financial advice nor a guarantee. But we have to take a look at this, right? When it comes to TOSHI, I guess when people like to say, oh, it's another catty meme coin, well, it's true, right? But then, in my opinion, it's actually very different in that sense because it's very unique, and I think this one is very interesting. Now, first of all, why is that? It's because TOSHI is on the base network. Now, before I get into why I think this is so special, we first have to understand the name origin of something like TOSHI. Because again, TOSHI is named after Brian Armstrong's cat. Now, Brian Armstrong, he actually happens to be the co-founder of Coinbase. So yeah, that's very amazing. Now, you may be wondering, okay, how is this, even related to the base network? It's because the base network is actually Coinbase's layer 2 network. So I think you get the relation there, right? We're seeing this trend as of right now, or should I say we've seen it for quite a while now, when it comes to meme coins being named after like famous figures, right? Named after their pets. For instance, you take a look at Floki, a very amazing meme coin, which I made a very good call on, by the way. That's named after Elon Musk's dog. So yeah, also on top of that, you take a look at Myro. That's named after Raj Gokhal's dog. Now, Raj Gokhal is the co-founder of Solana, and then Myro is, a Solana meme coin. So yes, we've seen this trend for quite a while now, and it's nothing different. But then I think there's one key takeaway here. It's because, again, TOSHI is on the base network. It's different. It's unique. And unlike Solana, that has already gained mass attention and, a lot of adoption, the base network hasn't had that moment yet. It hasn't had that breakout moment, in my opinion. As of right now, I would say arguably, like the most popular, base network meme coin is like Brett. I'm very bullish on Brett, but sometimes we have to look for the next hypothetical Brett, in my opinion. Could that very well be TOSHI? I think maybe, because TOSHI is very wonderful in that sense. Community is very passionate. It's not the biggest out there. It doesn't have the best exposure, but still, it's very passionate, and I really like that. Not to mention as well, again, when you take a look at TOSHI, being a meme coin on the base network, this could be amazing because if the base network does gain a lot of attention, like let's say a lot of people start believing in it, I think something like TOSHI, it's only logical that it's going to go along with the ride as well. We've seen this happen time and time again. Why did Dog with Hat? Why did Book a Meme? Why did they do so well? It's because when Solana popped off, they went along with the ride. As the old saying goes, a high tide raises all ships. So if let's say, people really believe in an ecosystem, what usually happens? The projects on there, they usually also go along with the ride. I'm not saying every single project, but typically, the ones that have a good community and are pretty good fundamentally speaking. So yeah, when it comes to TOSHI, I see brighter days ahead for it. And not to mention as well, if you take a look at what is the benefit of the base network, right? What is the benefit of something like that? Because after all, it is a layer 2. Now, basically, what this does is that it allows Ethereum to be enjoyed without having to deal with its caca problems, in my opinion, like gas fee nonsense and also scalability issues. So yes, that's a very good thing, I would suppose, right, for Ethereum, because it's a very good ecosystem. So there, of course, needs to be a way to enjoy that without dealing with that complete caca nonsense. Now, here's the thing. The Coinbase, exchange, right? People like to say, oh, it's massive. They like to say that Coinbase is amazing overall, but really sometimes people question the credibility of Coinbase in terms of creating like a layer 2 network because they think, okay, what do they know about that, right? It's not like they're making another exchange or something. And here's the thing, that's why they join forces with Optimism. Optimism is one of the leading Ethereum layer 2s out there. And, the base network was built in collaboration with not only, Optimism, but also Coinbase, right? So it's a joint effort, so to speak, in a sense. One has the resources, one has the capital, one has the reputation, the other one has the expertise. This is very amazing in my opinion. However, even besides that point, when it comes to TOSHI, it's not a one-trick pony. Now, what do I mean by that? You take a look at a lot of other meme coins out there. They're cool, but then they don't really have a good use case. Now, this isn't like a prerequisite, in my opinion. It's not like something that's like super necessary. Hashtag Jorge Masvidal. If you know, you know. It's not needed, in my opinion, but it's a good addition nonetheless. For instance, right, there's something called TOSHI tools when it comes to TOSHI. And this right here, quite essentially, right, will help, guide someone towards their journey to be building on Base. So that's pretty cool. Not to mention, these tools include a multi-sender, a token locker, liquidity locker, a token launcher, and even a launchpad too. So it's pretty cool, right? Again, now there's also something called TOSHI Mart, and allegedly this allows everyone to create their own meme coin without any technical knowledge. So it's basically like a meme coin launchpad. That's the way to take a look at it. So that's pretty cool, right? Let's say someone wants to make a meme coin. They could hypothetically use that. Who knows? Now, personally speaking for me, is this like all again necessary for Toshi? No, like let's say they didn't have this. I still would be bullish on Toshi anyways, but I like this anyways, in my opinion, because it shows that they actually, care. For instance, if you take a look at Book a Meme, you take a look at Pepe, they're cool, but they're not really that dynamic, and it seems like they don't really care. It just gives a little bit of a feeling of like laziness in a sense. Now, when it comes to like Toshi, it's not because they actually care. Again, they could very well easily just say, yeah, we're another like meme coin. Who cares? Believe in us or you don't. Whatever, right? They could very well say that. But again, they didn't do that. They actually cared. Imagine the resources it took to have this type of stuff happen, right? It's not like it's free, in my opinion, at least I would assume. So at least they put effort, and I like that. It's like, for instance, right? Someone picks up someone with a bicycle. I guess it's a bicycle, but still it's the effort. At least that's the way I view it. But yeah, even besides that point, why is 2 cents not feasible, at least during this board? With all those amazing factors, I don't see why not. Now, considering current circulating supply and market cap at that point would actually be around $8 billion, which isn't so bad, right? We've seen Dogecoin reach over 80 billion, SHIB reach around 40 billion. So this is kind of like peanuts in the grand scheme of things when compared to them. But even still, despite that, you have to consider how that right there is around an 81x from here, or should I say, an 80x, just for simplicity's sake. I get it. Some people there may be in two categories, right? One may think that, okay, this upside is very good. Some other may think that, okay, this is complete caca. And now here's the thing. In my opinion, for the people who say that it's complete caca, I understand that Toshi isn't a micro cap. So it's naturally not going to do like a 1000x from right now, right? Let's be logical here. It's not going to do that. But does it really matter? Because in my opinion, anything over a 10x, at least personally for me, I can't speak on anyone's behalf. Hypothetically, I think it's already very good. So again, it's this like double-edged sword. Some people think it's caca. Some people think it's not. Like me, I don't think it's bad at all. But you know what? It is what it is. And not to mention as well, when it comes to Toshi, why I really like it so much is because it's not a micro cap where the risk feels like completely crazy. But then it's not like this dinosaur like a Shiba Inu or Dogecoin where they can't do like over a 40x, for instance, from where they are as of right now. They just can't do that. At least that's the way I view it. Hypothetically, of course. So what is a good medium in between? I don't want to have too much risk, but then at the same time, I don't want to choose a complete caca dinosaur. So what is a good balance in between? I think something like Toshi. Market cap, I get it. It's not the smallest, not the biggest, but that's why I like it. It's a little bit of a good balance in between. And I think better days are ahead because as this bull run continues to head on forward, right? Could you imagine what could very well happen to altcoins and also meme coins as well? Could be so amazing. Even Charles Hoskinson, the co-founder of Ethereum and also the founder of Cardano, he predicts that based off of a video that he was a part of in November 26, he said that he could very well see Bitcoin in the next 12 to 24 months from then, right? Potentially having a price of either $250,000 to $500,000. I mean, caralho, porra. When Bitcoin could be that much, I have to start speaking some Portuguese, because eu sou brasileiro de coração. However, besides that point, could you imagine what happens to Toshi then? If let's say, 500,000 is a little bit crazy, which I do think it is. It's a little bit too optimistic, but let's say we use like the worst case example of what he predicted Bitcoin to be, let's say 250,000. I think at that point, really, Toshi above 2 cents, I don't see why not. Could you imagine what happens to the altcoin season then? Again, that could be so amazing. So that's why I'm staying patient. I'm continuing to dollar cost average into Toshi. However, this type of stuff isn't going to happen like next week or something. Again, it takes some time. Even Charles Hoskinson said it might take quite a while. So that's why I'm staying patient. I think maybe around like 6 months to 12 months from right now, things could be totally different. Now, could things peak sooner? Maybe, right? Who knows? History doesn't always repeat itself, even though hypothetically it does tend to rhyme in some cases. So again, that's why I do believe that, by dollar cost averaging, I'm preparing myself for that because let's say it pumps early, I don't miss out on it. But if it pumps a little bit later, then I can accumulate more. So that's why, again, I'm staying very patient when it comes to Toshi. I believe in the future of the base network. I believe in the future of cryptocurrencies. I think Bitcoin has a bright future, even though I wouldn't acquire that. I'd much rather choose a bunch of other altcoins, even including Toshi as well. So yeah, that's just the way to take a look at it. But even besides that point, I can't deny the fact that Bitcoin doing well would be, very positive. for the crypto space overall. So I think Bitcoin needs to hypothetically do good for the whole space to do well. But again, even besides that point, I'm very bullish on TOSHI and reaching the price of 2 cents during this bull run. That right there wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I think it's a very amazing meme coin, and I think it's somewhat underrated, but I still believe in it. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I greatly appreciate it. It's Willie the Captain, and I'll catch you all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.